What's happening? Bring a trailer. This is Ken Jr. on the second floor of the New England Motorcycle Museum. Bringing you a little bit of a unique video, but I'm here with my girlfriend Shaylin today, and she's got a Thompson in her hand, so be careful. Just kidding, it's a fake one. Here's a couple Indians in our collection. I'm a curator here at the museum. I buy, well, all the bikes. I help our benefactors and collectors locate rare and desirable classics, and that's my job. All day long as I'm scouring the web and trying to find the best examples. So today we are, thank you Moses. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Moses is one of our lead tour guides here at the museum. Today we've got a little bit of a unique video because it's not a motorcycle. This is a personal project of mine. I've taken a liking to the BMW 3 Series. I've had two E36s. My friends have owned several M3s. I'm very familiar with the 3 Series. And just recently, we've been getting into E30s. So we're going to take a walk outside the museum. So I've decided to put my 1991 325i up for sale. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this car while I take you for a test drive. Later in the video, we'll have a bunch of shots of the interior and us walking around the car. Blah, blah, blah. Shots inside the engine bay. Shaylin and I are going to jump in. Shaylin's going to hold the camera. And we're going to go on a little test drive. I was looking for the cleanest shell possible in Connecticut. Well, forget Connecticut. Let's call it New England. I've been scouring the classifieds for, well, probably the better part of the last 6 months, and still a little bit obsessively searching for these cars. After searching for months, I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. It was listed in Enfield, and it was the lowest mileage in a clean shell with the fewest owners that I could find. The story goes, a very old woman owned it until 2018 when it switched hands into a 35-year-old father of two, local enthusiast who kept the car garaged and also thoroughly serviced the car, including a new fuel tank, new plugs and wires, a few other items. But it had been sitting. He didn't drive it as much as he liked, so he decided to list it. I paid up for the car. Right now that the car is warmed up, I'm going to take you guys on a quick driving demonstration. I had originally planned on 5-speed swapping the car, which would, in my opinion, raise the value considerably. Since this is an automatic example, the theory goes, well, usually the 5-speed cars were driven by enthusiasts and beaten on. Oftentimes, the automatic cars, well, not only are in better condition, but they just haven't been hammered on. So this is a completely unmolested example that we've got sitting on stock OE BMW Style 5s, basket weaves on some brand new tires that I just installed. The 35-year-old gentleman who owned it before me, yeah, and Shaylin, show him the crack-free dash. The older gentleman who owned it before me had installed a front sway bar as well as the thorough service like I mentioned. When we bought the car with plans of 5-speed swap, I figured, you know, we might as well shake it down, Shaylin. And we drove this car to Vermont. We drove the car to Vermont to shake it down and see if it had any issues. The car didn't miss a beat. The only problem that we had was the front left caliper was hanging up. So I went and I bought a fresh remanufactured. It's getting kind of high here, baby. Let me put that. Let me open up the sunroof. So I purchased a brand new set of remanufactured Girling brake calipers with brand new Brembo pads, and I paid for my mechanic to install them, and then I put the brand new tires on the car, and we changed the oil. That's all that I've done in my ownership because I've only driven the car about 700 miles. We've driven it on long trips. We've never had any issues with it. It's never overheated. There's no excuses with the car, and it's ready to go right now. It's ready to be driven and preserved, or it's ready to be 5-speed. This car does have a 410 limited slip differential. have a photo of the serial number on the diff, and it drives like an absolute dream. It's got new Nankang tires on it. I know you hear Nankang, what the heck is that? Well, guys, those are the only DOT set of tires that we could get through distribution that were the stock size. Those are the only ones that were available on these 14-inch wheels to make the car correct. So that's why we went with those tires. So again, guys, Bring a Trailer was the only place, in my opinion, that we could sell this car and reach the right people and put the car in the proper hands. So I'm gonna shut up right here and do some driving. I'm gonna show you guys how well the car stops with the stainless braided lines and the new remanufactured calipers. Again, the car is bone stock, and it's the cleanest one that I could find of 6 months searching. And trust me, I've been looking on eBay, I've been looking on the classifieds, I've been doing some hunting. In New England, they don't get better than this. We've shaken the car down. I've driven it 700 miles trying to find all the quirks that the previous owner could have hidden, and there are none. So it has a fresh oil change, it has brand new brakes and brand new tires, and it's ready for whatever you want to do with it. If you have any questions on the car, if you want to come look at it, or if you're requesting extra photos or video, please call me. My personal cell is 860-454-7024. I'm sorry, I lied. That's the shop line. My personal cell is 860-471-0192. And I'm always around. Not looking to get rich on this car. It's going up at no reserve in hopes that we can find a good home for it. Someone who isn't going to leave it out to the elements. Someone who's going to drive it, enjoy it, show it, and preserve it. I know we got more than a handful of thumbs up when we went to Woodstock, Vermont, in this car, and that was an absolute adventure in the classic BMW. The transmission shifts flawlessly, and the car really does handle excellent. If I had the funds to go all out and build a track car, I would. But I'll tell you what, that's why these cars are getting so few and far between. Because a 20-year-old kid with not a lot of money is going to take this car and take it to the track and destroy it. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be watching the auction pretty closely. Going up at no reserve, which is kind of exciting, so the best bid's going to take it. I don't anticipate anything crazy, but I'm looking forward to getting on the phone with the buyer and inviting them down to see the museum. I'll tell you what, if you buy this car and you want to fly into Bradley, you're 25 minutes out from the museum, Shaylin and I will come pick you up and you can drive this car back home. I think it's more than capable of a cross-country trip. I'm gonna back it up and park it in my driveway here, and this is where it's gonna sit until the lucky winner comes to pick it up. So thank you guys for watching thus far, and good luck bidding. Leave a comment. I'll be watching the auction. Check out the museum on YouTube, New England Motorcycle Museum, and Kaplan Cycles on YouTube. See some classic motorcycles. Thank you, everyone. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.